Hi, me again. Way back in 2023, I decided to watch 52 new films and listen to 52 new albums. I then went on to create a couple of videos where I ranked all of these things. I also decided to rank the video games that I played that year too. Then in 2024, I decided to do the same thing. I created 3 videos where I ranked all of the films, albums, and games that I consumed, except I didn't lock myself into the 52 new films and albums. Well, this year I have been partying like it's 2023, so here are the 52 films I watched in 2025. I'm going to start off by saying, not a great year for films. I watched a lot of bad films this year. In fact, one of these films was so bad that I am giving it an honorable mention instead of including it in the list. Ankle Biters. Do not watch this film. It has 0 redeeming qualities. Let's get on with the list. Number 52, Bog. Do not watch this film. It had 1 or 2 redeeming features. Number 51, Dead Ant. The fact that Sean Astin was in this film keeps it from being at the bottom of the list. Number 50, Ants. Yes, that Ants. I wrote, this film is so shit and boring. Number 49, Cave In. I don't seem to have written any notes for this film. Honestly, I don't really remember it, but I gave it a 1 out of 5. Number 48, Titanic, The Legend Goes On. This is hilariously bad. The people in charge of the animation, the people in charge of the voice acting must have had 0 communication with each other. Number 47, The Hobbit animation from 1977. My notes just simply read, really odd choices. And I think I wrote that because the music was really weird. But the animation is actually quite interesting. Number 46, Dead Space. Yeah, this film has the dad from Malcolm in the Middle in it, so that's quite fun. Number 45, Justice League. Superhero, rah. Kal-El, no. Number 44, Alien Resurrection. I don't know, man. That is a really weird film. The weird monster alien at the end was something. Number 43, Fantastic Four. The final act was really unintentionally funny. Number 42, 28 Weeks Later. I think everyone knows how great the first 10 minutes of the film is, but that aside, super mid. It does do something, though, which subverts expectations, and I have a soft spot for stories which do stuff like that. Number 41, Predator Badlands. They Disney-fied Predator. I couldn't take him seriously with his goofy CGI-looking face. And the whole shoehorned in cute baby monster character who's actually super deadly. It's just, I actually fell asleep watching this film in the cinema. Number 40, Now You See Me. So turn your brain off, star power fueled film, which thinks it's more smart than it actually is. I do love a good heist film though, so it has that going for it. Number 39, Mothra vs. Godzilla, or as my notes say, Mother vs. Godzilla. I watched this with the dub, which was the best thing to come out of this film was that I discovered that I have a baby Mothra figure. I got it from a Gachapon machine and I had no idea what it was until I saw that film. Number 38, Inside Out 2. Yeah, it was fine. Some of the new emotions were dumb, like ennui, for example. I can't remember that many of the new emotions that they introduced. All I remember is ennui and anxiety. Oh, the shyness? No. Embarrassment? Anyway, I think they could have done a lot more with these other emotions. Instead, they just focused very heavily on anxiety, which, they could have done better, basically. Number 37, the Minecraft movie. I went into this expecting to hate it, but I ended up quite enjoying it, ironically, I might add. I swear it was ironically. It was dumb, like... Number 36, Jujutsu Kaisen Execution. As a film, it really didn't work, but it was a really good way to kind of refresh everyone of the story and get everyone hyped for season 3, baby. Number 35, Piece by Piece. The idea of this film made it a lot more interesting than just a regular biopic would be of Pharrell Williams. I don't know if I would have watched it if it wasn't for the Lego. But yeah, this one was fine. But what I thought was quite funny about the film was, like, for the whole thing, it was like really really upbeat. And like, hey, Pharrell can see music. He just sees all these cool colors and he puts them together and then he makes these songs. And it's like covering his early life, how he got into music and like his career and stuff. Then all of a sudden, they start talking about the Black Lives Matter movement. And then all of a sudden, you've got these Lego figures protesting with Black Lives Matter signs. And there's like visual tension between like these Lego figures and these Lego policemen. I mean, it's cool that they did that, but I just really wasn't expecting it. It just felt like such a tonal shift, like a proper record scratch moment. But yeah, it was cool that they did that. Number 34, Life. I wrote here, basic, dumb, but fun movie. I think this film's also a really good example of how amazing it is when an ending can completely change your opinion of a film. Number 33, Weapons. The first third was good, but it just lost me, man. I just thought it was a bit stupid. Number 32, Highlander. Yeah, it was all right. There was some good bits. It looked like it was really fun to film, but yeah, there can only be one. Number 31, The Killing. Ah, the good old days where anyone could just go to the horse races and rob it. Number 30, Dracula. Yeah, the production looked really strange, like the set design, the cinematography. I mean, it did look like a hoot to film. It looked like it would have been a lot of fun to be on that set, you know? Number 29, Burn After Reading. This one just didn't really click with me. It had some really fun performances, though, like Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's funny. Brad Pitt is funny. He's a funny guy. Number 28, Alien Covenant. Yeah, it was all right. It had some really cool body horror moments, which I thought was pretty sick. Number 27, Nosferatu. Like, the vibe was good, and some of the performances were really cool. Like, I think Lily Rose Depp did a great job being insane. But for the life of me, I just can't take it seriously when people speak in ye olde English. It just tickles me. And there's a bit, should I even bother about? No, I won't spoil it just in case, but there's a bit at the end which I thought visually looked really freaking cool. Number 26, The Big Short. Like, I wanted to like this film more, but I just really couldn't follow it. I couldn't really understand what was going on. Which I think is quite funny because there's a few bits in the film where they're like, hey, we get it. We know this is hard to understand. So here's this totally hot babe in a bubble bath explaining to you how money works. I guess it didn't work on me. Number 25, Superman. It was a bit of a strange film, but I do like how superhero films are starting to like double down on like the more comic booky, ridiculous aspects, like Krypto, the Superdog, for example. Oh my god, I've just realized So I just realized after talking about Superman that I also watched the most recent Captain America film with the Falcon and Big Red Hulk, Harrison Ford as Red Hulk. I can't remember the name of the film. Brave New Day, I don't know. But I've completely forgotten to write it down. It must have been that forgettable that I didn't write it down. If there was an award for the most mid film I watched this year, it is that, because it is the most average and forgettable thing. And at the end of the day, is that not worse than being the worst film? Anyway, carrying on with the list. At number 24, we have K-Pop Demon Hunters. It's a fun film. It's like, I was talking to a friend about it and he said, trying to argue about why this film is bad is like trying to argue why High School Musical is bad. Like, it was made to do a certain thing and it did that thing. And I think Golden is overrated and the best song was the first song in the airplane fighting the demons. Number 23, Thunderbolts. One of the more fun superhero films I've seen of late. Still dumb, but I had a good time. Number 22, Mickey 17. It was a bit too goofy for me, honestly. I didn't enjoy Mark Ruffalo's character just because I think it might have been a bit too topical, I guess. But he did a great job. Number 21, the Attack on Titan movie. Yeah, it was good. I had a lot more fun watching that film than I thought I was going to. Number 20, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I love the concept of a film about a kid skipping school and just having the best day ever. It had some serious, like, Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry energy, but it also got a little bit uncomfortable in places where, like, Ferris Bueller's friend is talking about how, you know, his dad doesn't love him and he beats him because he touched a car or something. Number 19, Sinners. This had some really good moments. I really liked this film. All the stuff to do with music was cool. I thought there were some interesting choices that I don't quite understand and I want to kind of like look into a bit more. So oppression is a big theme of the film, right? But then they make the antagonist Irish, and the film is set during a time where the Irish were being oppressed. And so I think there's something there which I am not smart enough to understand. So I want to look into this more. Number 18, The Green Knight. It was a really well-made film, but I don't know, something didn't really click for me with it. I think maybe because I had such a hard time getting invested in the main character. I just didn't find him likable at all. Number 17, Poor Things. It was cool, but I feel like it could have done a bit more with it, like gone down certain avenues, explored certain themes, which they didn't. Number 16, Women Talking. This was quite good. It was quite powerful in places, but I do think some of the execution fell flat. Still a very emotional film, especially when you realize it was based off true events. Number 15, The Grinch, or How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The Jim Carrey Grinch film. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. It's just Jim Carrey being a Looney Tunes character for 90 minutes or whatever. It was really, really fun. Number 14, Frances Ha. I think it was quite an interesting and charming little film, really, following this strange lady around. I really enjoyed it. It was quite anxiety-inducing at parts, though. Number 13, Demon Slayer, the movie. What's it called? Infinity Castle. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. The problem with this film is that it was primarily action. The great thing about this film is that it was primarily action. Number 12, Kneecap. God damn, this film was hella entertaining and you can't help but root for these guys. Number 11, Anatomy of a Fall. Yeah, I'm really annoyed that I don't have any notes for this film. A very interesting film, very unique film. It kept me on my toes. Definitely one of the more interesting films on this list. And coming in at number 10, we have Requiem for a Dream. I wrote, damn, that shit is powerful and depressing, but super well made. It could always be worse. Some of the performances in that film are just outstanding. Oh God, it is depressing. I'm just thinking about it now. It is bloody depressing. So watch with caution. Number 9, The Warriors. That film was sick. That is such a good film. I can't believe I'd not seen The Warriors until recently. It's short, punchy, it's to the point, and it is funny. It's so stylish. However, some of the language is quite problematic, I will say. But it's a product of its time. It's one of those things. Number 8, Searching for Sugar Man. I didn't realize this was a documentary. With these lists, I just get people to recommend me films, and I add it to the list, and I don't add any context or elaborate or anything. So yeah, I try not to put documentaries on the list, because if I was to rank like a anime adaptation above a heartfelt documentary about real things that really happened, it might reflect badly upon me. But I digress. A terrific documentary, and it brought me to tears. Really good. I wholeheartedly recommend. Number 7, Sleepers. If you look at the cover for this film, you'll think it's some standard like mob flick with De Niro and Brad Pitt, but holy smokes, it is so much deeper and darker than that. It is quite a heavy film, but don't let that put you off. Number 6, LA Confidential. It's a really good detective film. Like, I should have seen where it was going at parts, but I had so much fun with it. At number 5, we have Her. I love it when films let me think about philosophical questions, like what if humans fell in love with AI. I didn't like the ending that much, I must say, but overall it was a super film. I wonder how relevant this film will be in like the next 20 years. Number 4, One Battle After Another. It was terrific in all aspects. I had no idea where it was going. Some of the best performances I've seen in a long time. I have some thoughts on the ending. Again, I don't want to say much about it, but if you want to talk about it, slide into my DMs. But yeah, just a really well-made, excellent, powerful, funny adventure. No, not adventure. Film. Okay. Number 3, the Chainsaw Man movie. Okay, now hear me out. I am biased as hell towards this movie. I love Chainsaw Man as the manga. When there's something that you love so much and it gets adapted super well, it's just perfect. It's just fantastic. And I think it's done an incredible job. And I really think everyone should get involved on the Chainsaw Man train. You know what I mean? Number 2. Banshees of Inisherin. This is super good. It's one of those films where I wish I was smarter because I didn't catch anywhere near half or even a quarter of the metaphors or the subtext in this film. It's very moving and very heartbreaking and very funny. I just don't have any words for it. It was really, really good. Hey, puppy. You want to see what the number 1 is? Did you come in to see what the number 1 pick is? Oh, no. Okay, bye. And number 1, my favorite film, which I watched in 2025, is Look Back. It's a beautiful little story about friendship and success and fame and fate, I guess. I don't know. It's made by the same person who made Chainsaw Man. So I knew going into it that I was going to be heartbroken at some point. I don't really want to say too much because I went in not knowing much about it. And I think that is the best way to approach this film. But I just want more people to see it. I just want more people to see it so I can talk to them about it and have lovely conversations about it. And that is that. They were the 52 films I watched this year. Do you agree with my takes? Do you disagree with my takes? Let me know. Send me a message. Give me a ring. Let's have a conversation about film. Okay, bye-bye.